park looks very much like it did yesterday. People walking their dogs, children playing. But I'm not the same today. Yesterday I thought the tiny tremors and the dreadful fatigue and the occasional loss of balance were all symptoms of my advancing old age. I noticed that my keyboard skills had become hit and miss. Mostly miss. It was all getting rather tiresome. So, a few weeks back I went to see the doctor. And yesterday the consultant told me I had Parkinson's disease. I don't object so much to the Parkinson's, it's the disease that bothers me. I knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right. I asked the consultant if I would end up a doddering old fool, or more than a doddering old fool than I am already. For goodness sake, I even asked him if I'd start drooling and rushing to the loo all the time. He didn't seem embarrassed by my questions. He was very matter-of-fact about it. Actually, there's no cure, although the tablet regime seems to work very well these days. Or so he said. Well, whoopee for that. He told me that there are 4 stages, and that I might be in the first stage for a long time, provided I live a healthy lifestyle. Gentle exercise, no smoking, much less alcohol. For goodness sake, the words gentle exercise are a contradiction in terms for a start. How am I supposed to do all this exercise if I keep stumbling every few steps? They've got no bloody idea.
Great shoes.
Oh, thank you. They're my midlife crisis shoes. And, I've given this up.
I should think so too. God, it's bloody freezing, isn't it?
It most certainly is. I've got no idea why I'm sitting here when I could be drinking hot coffee somewhere warm. But this place makes me feel alive. Nature and all that, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Isn't all that running about in winter terribly bad for you?
No, quite the opposite in fact.
Oh, I see.
Now that's bad for you. You can't dispute that.
Yes, I know it is. That's why I've given it up. The doc said it has to go, and it has.
Well, pardon me saying that you appear to still be smoking.
Am I? Oh, how extraordinary. How did that happen? Habit of a lifetime, I'm afraid. You have the most glorious laugh.
Do you think so? There's nothing I can do about it, it just sort of comes out.
Don't do anything about it.
Oh well, gotta go. Have a good day.
A good day.
I'll see you then.
Yes, see you.
Don't sit there too long, will you?
No, I won't. I'll just watch the ducks for a few more minutes. You know, you wear yourself out doing that, you know. It's too hard on the joints.
Well, I've got lots of energy, so don't worry about my joints. Oh, you will stop smoking that cigarette, won't you?
Yes. Look, I've given it up, honestly. Do you know, all that getting out of breath can't be good for you, especially this weather.
Actually, I'll have you find it's very good for me. Doesn't the park look stunning like this?
Do you know, actually, I hadn't noticed how awful of me. Do you run here every day?
Most days, unless I don't feel all that. But I'm usually here. Don't think I've seen you around before, though.
No, I don't normally walk here in the winter. I'm a fair weather walker, I'm afraid. But the last couple of days I felt that I had to come down here and see the ducks again.
I'm Helen, by the way, but call me Nell.
I'm Benedict Marshall, but you can call me Mr. Marshall.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Marshall.
No, I was only kidding. You call me Benedict.
No, you said Mr. Marshall, so Mr. Marshall it is. Right, I better get moving. Don't you stay here too long, get cold?
No, I'm off in a minute. People see places to go. Sorry, it's cramp. It's old age creeping up on me, and the years passing with ever-increasing rapidity.
Did you swallow a dictionary earlier?
No, I always talk like this. I just can't help it.
You're funny.
Oh, well, thank you, I think.
You want to come jogging with me one morning?
Jogging? I need nourishment, not punishment. Well, I better go now before it gets too slippery for me to walk.
Which way are you going? I'll walk with you.
Well, I live in that direction, by the gate over there.
Well, come on in.
Okay.
What's wrong with your legs? Is it the cold? Have you got arthritis? Oh, sorry. Sorry for asking.
No, I haven't, no.
Look, lean on me, otherwise you're going to go arse over apex.
Say that again?
I said you'll go arse over apex.
Arse over apex. What an interesting phrase. I like it.
Do you? And you seem like such a cultured man.
Not so much cultured as posh, I'll have you know.
Well, you can be cultured and posh, can't you?
Yes, all right, I'll admit it. I'm cultured and posh, but don't hold that against me. Now, that's my house over there, the one with the attic windows.
No, not that one. Oh, bloody hell, that's my favourite house. God, I've always wanted to live there, now I've met you. All my life I've walked by and wondered what it looked like inside.
It used to be the rectory, but no prayers have been said inside there since I've lived there. Do you like a coffee?
Oh, that's really nice of you, but I've got to get to work. Oh, you go on then, why not?
Do come through.
Oh, this is a dream come true for me. Oh, I've always wanted to see inside this house. It's fantastic. You must just sit here and feel like you're in heaven. Oh, you must be so happy here. You are, aren't you?
That's rather hard to answer. All I think about at the moment is how many stairs there are and how long it takes me to get from one large wretched room to the other. And how I will manage, well, and now that I'm getting older.
Why are you worried? Oh, look, there I go again being nosy. Look, you just ignore me. Pretend I'm not here. Pretend I'm on holiday.
What an interesting expression. I've no intention of pretending you're not here or on holiday. Because I'm rather glad that you're here. And the way that you ask me your questions makes me want to answer you to the best of my ability. But the truth is, I haven't a clue how I feel lately.
You should be the happiest man alive living in this old house. All its creaking floorboards, history and ghosts. And all these books. Have you read them all?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, no, really? God, it must be like living in a library. No wonder it sounds as if you swallowed the dictionary. You probably read the dictionary from cover to cover.
I probably have. I'm going to go and put the kettle on. The kitchen is it's just through here.
I'm very envious, Mr. Marshall. I've always wondered what the park looked like from one of these windows, and now I know. Oh, it's stupendous, thank you.
Don't be envious.
Is this your daughter?
Yes, that's Beth.
How old is she?
That's the latest photograph of her. She's almost 30. I'm hoping that she'll come home for her birthday. She's in New York.
New York? That's a coincidence. I'm going out there soon to appear in a review.
When are you going?
Next month. Anyway, I was going to say your daughter looks very much like you.
Poor kid.
Don't be daft. You have a very distinguished face.
Now, when was the last time you had your eyes tested for infections? I have one of those faces that's easily missed in a crowd. And that's the second compliment you've paid me. And I haven't had any in 20 years.
No, I don't believe that. You have something very rare.
What on earth does that mean?
Class, gravitas, and charisma.
I don't know what to say, except I'm very grateful for your kind words.
Are you a writer then?
I am, but I'm afraid of. Well, I used to be anyway. I'll go and finish the coffee.
And all these awards. Why don't you write any more?
Because I have nothing to say. That part of my life is over.
How come? You're still alive, so write about your life now. There must be something that you could...
Not really.
Oh, I don't believe you can't write anymore. I bet you could if you wanted to.
Is persistence or stubbornness one of your greatest virtues?
Both. Well, one of them anyway. Now answer me, please.
I'm not sure I can answer you because I honestly don't know how I feel.
Are we going to be friends? Would you like us to be friends?
It would be lovely to be your friend.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Yeah.
So let's start by confiding in each other, shall we? You've got something wrong with you, haven't you? Now, I could guess, but I won't. So you can start by getting that off your chest. And then you can tell me why you can't write. I'll be interested.
Your bold question deserves an honest answer. I don't write at the moment because I don't find anything particularly humorous. In fact, I don't feel much about anything. My emotions appear to be asleep. I'm frozen. I have a disease.
Parkinson's.
It's that obvious, is it? The only part I think about is the disease.
That's only a word.
But there's power in that word now.
Well, if your emotions are asleep, you won't have any feelings about having Parkinson's then, will you? How does it make you feel to have it then?
I'm terrified of being incapacitated, drooling, not being able to articulate, falling, shaking, being dependent, being assigned a nurse, all that and more.
Yeah, I bet. And telling your daughter?
Yes, I'm telling Beth.
I think every time we meet, we should have fun. You need fun, Mr. Marshall.
You think so? What about you?
Oh, I could always do with fun.
Well, fun sounds wonderful, but I don't know how we're going to achieve it, though.
I'd like to try writing a play. I'll tell you what, you help me to write one, and I'll teach you how to dance.
Dance? I can't even walk properly, let alone dance.
Oh, of course you can dance, little Fred's therapy right up your street.
I cannot imagine anything worse.
Now don't be a grumpy old man.
But I am a grumpy old man, and I can no longer dance, honestly.
Aha! So you could dance once.
Very clever.
Oh, I'm telling you, you can still dance. Right, we'll have no more of this grumpiness. Let's cheer ourselves up by dancing.
Do we have to?
Oh, come on, Mr. Marshall, don't you feel like dancing? It would be good for you, you know.
Good for me in what way?
Good for your balance, your strength and your posture.
I assure you that I have not any good balance, and I have no intention of remotely giving any impression of good posture, because I assure you it would all be quite random.
What are you on about?
I have absolutely no idea.
You need to dance. You must have danced in your youth. What was it then, the Charleston?
The Charleston? I'm not that old.
Well, first things first, Mr. Marshall, you are going to learn how to hold yourself properly.
Would you like to rephrase that?
I'll say it again, you need to dance for your health and well-being. So let's dance. Now, holding your core.
Holding my what?
Oh, you know, your abdominals.
Ah, those. I don't think I've got any.
Hang on a minute. Blimey, there's some heavy classical stuff here.
Well, I am posh, you know.
Aha! Here we go. Swan Lake.
Ah! The Dying Swan. How appropriate for me.
Now, holding your core under your abdominals. Feet apart,
Yes.
soft knees, neutral spine.
I'm sorry, I'll have to say that again. I didn't understand a word. What's a neutral
But
spine?
it doesn't matter, just stop talking and do as I say.
I'll do my very best.
Now, hold your arms out like this. Sit, bend your knees,
Yes.
and extend your arms further.
Yes.
Sit, and stand on one leg. Extend the other one in front.
Yes.
Sit, bend again, and
Yes.
follow through with expression. Oh, come on, Mr. Marshall, you can do it!
I'm trying.
Now relax a minute, let's try something a little easier to move to.
Something a little easier to move to would be good. So, what do you want me to do to this now?
Dance, Mr. Marshall. Dance for your life.
Champagne and it tastes just like cherry cola. C-O-L-A-Cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name and in a background voice she said hello.
How does that make you feel?
Free! It makes me feel free!
Exactly. It doesn't matter if you get it wrong.
I suppose you're right, but some semblance of an art form would be better than none at all.
What are you on about?
I have absolutely no idea. I feel quite lightheaded and almost boyish.
You're even funny. I think that's enough excitement for one day, don't you?
I certainly think it is fun. I'm enjoying it.
That proves my point entirely, doesn't it? That you can do anything you put your mind to. With or without Parkinson's.
All right.
Promise?
I promise.
Anyway, you're bloody brilliant. Next time I'm here, we'll try some boxing.
Say that again?
Boxing, you know.
Yes, now I know I must be going mad.
Boxing's very good for the balance, and it helps with other things too.
Oh my goodness.
But just leave it to me. In the meantime,
Yes.
don't you dare give up. Right, I must be off. Thanks for the coffee. I'm not running tomorrow, I'm seeing my mum, but I expect I'll see you around sometime. But don't come out if it's too cold.
I'll see you out. I mean, please visit any time. I'm here most days, on and off.
Sorry, so stay where you are, I'll let myself out then. Thank you for letting me see inside your beautiful home, Mr. Marshall.
It's been a pleasure now. Are you trying to catch your death, Sydney?
It's not cold, just a bit fresh. The sun is over around the yard arm, Benedict.
Most certainly is. I'll take it that Sheila's out.
She's visiting the old girl. I hope I live to 98.
Sydney, can't put the kettle on.
Coffee with a glass of scotch.
Most certainly.
Was that a friend of Beth's just visiting you? Pretty girl. If she's not a friend of Beth's, then there's life in the old dog yet.
Not much, Sidney. Not much. My legs feel frozen, and I can't seem to warm them up today.
Did you having one?
Oh, why not? You're a long time dead. Forget the coffee.
So, what's occurring, Benedict? You haven't been yourself lately. Now, if you're having clandestine meetings with that young lady...
What clandestine meetings? Hardly clandestine when she's come to my house.
Well, something or someone is making you look tired.
I've got a disease.
What's that, a joke?
I only wish it were, Sidney.
What kind of disease?
Parkinson's disease.
That's not a disease. I thought you meant malaria or something.
Well, that makes me feel so much better.
That's bad luck, mate. How can I help?
You can help by just being yourself. Speaking before you think. Treating me with as little respect as you normally do. In other words, we carry on as usual.
That's fine by me. But Benedict, if there's anything you need... Will you have to take a load of tablets? You won't die, will you?
Not straight away. Not here and now. I've got to take tablets every day, and that's about all I know.
Can you ask the quack about drinking and leading a normal life? You know, all that nonsense?
No, I was a little distracted by his twitching eyes. A neurologist who twitches is rather unfortunate.
He had twitching eyes?
He did, yes.
How do they twitch then?
If you think I'm going to sit here and mimic his twitching eyes, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I suppose you've got enough twitches of your own now. Someone should tell him. You might not realise he's doing it, the poor son. I'd certainly tell you.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that.
Fancy sitting there all day telling patients with twitches with Parkinsons and the like, and you're twitching more than they are. You might think he's taking a piss. Yeah. I used to have nervous twitches when I was a little boy. Do you want to see some of them?
No, I absolutely not.
Did you have any when you were little?
No, but as you kindly remarked, I'm kindly making up for it. I'm certainly making up for it now.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the sun is still over the yard arm.
Indeed it is, Sidney.
Oh, are you allowed? No, you didn't ask the doctor.
I don't think a couple to wet my soul during winter is going to make much difference to my precarious state.
Is it the disease that's giving you those shakes? I've noticed them, but, well, I thought it might be your age, to be honest.
I'm not as old as you, remember?
Bloody Nora. It'd be awful if you couldn't have the occasional drink.
Let's not mention the future. It's something that I'm quite fearful of.
I'm sure it can be, yeah, I'm sure it can be controlled.
I'm sure it can. Now, Sidney, what have you been doing this week?
Changing the subject, are we? Okay, fair enough. Well, I've been trying to finish my fully told back passage. I made a right bloody mess of it, if I'm honest. But I like to keep active.
I hadn't noticed.
I like to keep active. Feel I can still do things. nothing better to do anyway. I banged on the wall a couple of times just to see if you were there to pester you. But you must have been out gallivanting. So, who was she then? Who was the pretty young thing with blonde hair?
I don't know, to be honest.
You don't know? Would you just pick her up, you old reprobate? I don't know how the hell you do it.
I don't know how I do it anymore, but we met in the park. Her name's Nell and she runs. I mean, that's all I know. I mean, she helped me stand straight. She helped me stand up straight in the snow. She got me back here. She couldn't believe that I live here. Apparently, this is all she's ever dreamed about. I mean, we had coffee together and that was it.
Watch out, she'll be after your money.
Sydney, don't be such a cynic.
And if she was after anything else, she'd choose someone younger, surely. You know.
I assure you I don't.
Yes, you do.
Sydney, for your information, I'm not the remotest interested in anything remotely physical because I couldn't take part in anything remotely physical. I have very few of those feelings now. My joie de vivre is gone and the worrying thing is I don't really care.
Blimey, Benedict. That's not like you, mate.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, Sydney. I'm not me anymore, I'm someone else.
What someone's that?
I haven't the faintest idea. That's what I need to find out. Because this is who I'm going to be for the rest of my life. And I'd like to get to know him.
You think too much. You always have. Academics usually analyse far too much. Much easier being a twat like me. You ain't so different.
Maybe not on the outside, but on the inside I feel very different.
Is it the Parkinson's that's making you feel like that then?
Not only the disease, I've had this feeling for a couple of years now. I've not grown into myself very well. I've been hanging on to both the young man and the middle-aged man I was. Now I'm someone different.
I think I know what you mean. I remember having a major crisis when I realised I wasn't young anymore. I wanted to dye my hair, buy a sports car and not. I actually quite like being nearly 70 now. It's a relief. The one without the belly, the grey hair, and women. It's rather refreshing not having to worry anymore. You know, it's in a funny sort of way. Yeah. I hope the new you isn't very different from the old one. I hope we'll still be friends. I like you as you are.
Thank you again, and of course we'll stay friends.
Now, let's have a top up and drink your age. Fancy some tea and cake, Benedict?
No, thank you. Sheila feeds me enough. Oh, Sydney, I just had a thought. I'm going to call my disease the Sydney. After you. Would you like to know why?
Yes, I know why. It's because you'll never get rid of either of us.
You're not as daft as you look. Now bugger off and leave me in peace.
See you later, mate. Thanks for the drink and the chat.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
No, it's quite all right. No harm done, honestly.
Are you sure?
No, I always look like this slightly vexed hair all over the place. Nothing to do with you, I assure you. I'm fine, honestly.
I'm always knocking into people. I don't concentrate properly.
I just had to take these photographs of the flowers. They're so beautiful. I'm Dorothea, by the way. But it's a bloody ridiculous name. So Thea will do. Thea Stevens. And I'm so sorry I trod on your foot.
Benedict Marshall, pleased to meet you, Thea.
Hello, Benedict.
Hello.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. I come here every day, well, as often as possible, especially in the spring and the summer. Do you live nearby?
I live by the church over there, by the gate there at the bottom.
You aren't in the old rectory, are you, Benedict?
Yes, I am, as it happens.
Really? I've always wondered who lived there.
Goodness me, do you know what? I've just had a feeling of deja vu. I think I have to sit down.
I think you didn't mind me asking if you lived in the old rectory. It's just that your face fell a mile when I asked you.
That's very observant of you. I can't help what my face does these days. It kind of does its own thing.
You have those beautiful tall silver birches at the bottom of your garden.
I do.
I live right behind you. I'm your neighbour. Funnily enough, I think I saw the top of your head the other day. So, Benedict, do you come here often? I absolutely adore this park.
Yes, so do I.
What do you do?
Very little, if I can help it. And you?
Well, I used to be a clinical psychologist.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I know, it's all rather grand. But I'm retired now. I now work part-time in a local bookshop, and I like dealing with all the different people that come in.
Do you try and analyse them?
Sometimes I do, yes.
Tell me, do you agree with Freud?
You mean that every human instinct comes down to sex and repressed sexuality? Nah.
Thank God for that.
But I do think we are the products of our own childhood.
Yes, I agree with you there, not that I know anything about it.
Well, maybe not professionally, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But do tell me to shut up if I slip into Jung mode.
No, it's a fascinating subject. I just hope that you can't see through me.
Well, I can. But don't worry, we passed the test.
Your test? Am I being tested then?
Yes. I can't stand snobs, bullies, arrogant or condescending people. And you are none of the above.
Thank God for that too.
But you do have something on your mind. I haven't quite worked out what it is yet, but it's none of my business, so I'll keep it to myself.
I don't want you to think that my puppet-like walking and stumbling is down to alcohol. I've had a secret, but not anymore. I have Parkinson's disease.
Oh no, it wasn't that, it was something else. But I'm so sorry to hear about the Parkinson's. Though you never would have known. Maybe a slight shake under the skin when you shook my hand. But then I thought you found me gorgeous and I said you were. My daughter would find this interesting. She's studying medicine in Scotland, a long way away, and I miss her.
My daughter's in New York, even further away.
You have a quiet sadness about you, as if you have something else on your mind other than the Parkinson's. Are you missing someone other than your daughter?
My goodness, you are astute.
Is she married? Is that the problem?
No, she's not. And she's going away soon. And she's much younger than me.
Does that bother you?
Well, that she's young enough to be my daughter. Well, a little, but the Parkinson's worries me more.
Yes, of course. But I could help you look at it a different way. That's part of what psychologists do.
Really, I'd love to hear how.
This young woman, have you told her you care for her?
No, I don't want to do. I don't want to embarrass her, and I certainly don't want to do anything to spoil our friendship.
She's a lucky lady.
Why lucky?
She's lucky to have someone love her. in such an unselfish way.
Isn't that what real love is?
We hope so.
Fear? I cannot quite believe that I said that.
Well, if it makes you feel better, here's some information about me. As I said, I live in that huge house behind you, way too big for me, but my husband left me comfortably off. And...
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry. When did he...
Oh, no! He's not dead. He buggered off with another woman. He traded me in for a younger, silicon-enhanced model. Bastard. Anyway, at least he had the good grace to feel guilty about it. His Catholic upbringing, you know. So he left me the house and quite a bit of money.
Well, I did the same for my wife. I mean, not through guilt, but because I didn't have the guts to fight over money. Much too sordid. I mean, she could have had the lot if she'd left me enough to live on, but just don't tell her that.
Marriage is such a bloody silly idea, don't you think?
I do. I mean, it works for some, like Sydney and Sheila next door, but not for some. I mean, including me.
How long have you had the Parkinsons?
I really don't know. I was diagnosed in February. I calculate a couple of years. I calculate a couple of years before that. I mean, it took me that much time to summon up enough courage to see the doctor. I mean, I knew something was wrong, but I never imagined it would be anything like this.
What causes Parkinson's?
They really don't know. I mean, the medical profession knows very little about it.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Yes. Deep in your heart, what's the first thing that spins into your head?
Frustration, longing, regret, stress.
Ah, so body and mind were out of sync. I think that causes all disease.
But then a psychologist would think that.
But I'm not your average psychologist. I wouldn't want to just be average.
Nor me.
You couldn't be average, not with that voice. What are you going to do with yourself now that you've got Parkinson's?
I'm going to live each day as it comes. I mean, I'm not ashamed of my feelings anymore. I might have been once, but not now.
Is that because of the Parkinson's?
Not only the Parkinson's.
The young woman you met. Oh, I'm sorry, I should stop asking personal questions. Would you like to come to lunch tomorrow?
That's very kind of you.
Oh, go on. Please say you'll come.
All right, I will. I mean, I'll take each day as it comes.
Fabulous. If you like chicken, then we'll have chicken muck-up. That's chicken, vegetables, thrown in with a load of pasta.
Chicken muck-up. That sounds wonderful. I think. I mean, it just happens to be my favourite, especially if somebody else is doing the cooking.
Oh, it's been really lovely sitting here chatting to you. I bet you feel like you've been hijacked, so I'm going to leave you now to your own thoughts. 12:30 tomorrow? And it's number 4, by the way.
I'll take a shortcut and I'll hop over the wall.
I'd like to see that.
Yes.
See you tomorrow, Benedict. Bye-bye.
Okay, matey. Had a good time, have we? Well,
Well, what?
How was it then?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't bloody well know. So tell me.
Well, she's quite,
What? She's quite what?
sexy.
Sexy? Sexy? You didn't say that about Nell.
Well,
Did she make a pass at you?
well, she did a little. She told me that I was attractive and wanted to see me again, you know, that sort of thing.
And will you?
See her again? Of course I will, as a friend.
She's more your age then.
Let's just say that my daughter and my sister would find her more acceptable than Nell, but it's not up to them.
Acceptable as what?
Acceptable as a suitable friend for me, but it's not up to anyone else.
Who would have thought it?
Sydney, go and get the tea. There's some brewing out there somewhere.
How come you found her sexy?
Well, she did kiss me.
She kissed you? How did she kiss you? Where did she kiss you?
She gave me a peck on her sofa.
Oh, a peck. That's really funny, that isn't it?
Actually, it was on the lips, if you must know.
On the lips? How the hell do you do it?
Purely, irresistibly charismatic. And if you believe that, you'll believe anything.
You know what I reckon? I reckon you're secretly in love with Nell, but because of the difference in age, you won't let yourself think of her in that way. But this woman, this mature woman, well, you can let your imagination run riot, and you don't have to worry about whether anyone will think you're a dirty old man with her. Bloody hell, you got the best of both worlds.
I've told you, Sydney, I don't have those feelings anymore, and I stand by that. If I did, things might be different.
I told you.
But that's life, isn't it? The Parkinsons have stripped me of any physical belongings, so Thea will remain a good companion, and that's the way it is.
Well, I hope she sees it that way.
She has to.
I must tell you, Benedict, I bloody love living next door to you. I really do. Whoops, better go, mate. I'll see you later, okay?
You most certainly will, Sydney. Ah, there's no peace for the wicked.
Hello, Mr. Marshall, can I come in? I've got so much to tell you, Mr. Marshall. I'm sorry I've not been round lately. I've been getting ready for America. I've hardly had time to see anyone, even my mum. This is just a flying visit. You're looking well. Tablets must be working at last. Oh, and you look absolutely gorgeous. I've forgotten how gorgeous you are.
Carry on now, you're doing me a power of good. Oh, and as you're here, I thought I'd tell you about my encounter with a woman.
You had an encounter with a woman? Blimey, tell me more. What's her name?
Thea, short for Dorothea. She lives over there. We met in the park, you know, like we did. We chatted for a while, and then she invited me to lunch, which surprised me. And well, I said, why not? I mean, she's a generous person. She's you know, kind, generous.
How old is she? Is she married?
Divorced, I'd say. Early 50s, I guess. I mean, that's just a guess. I mean, she probably found me devastatingly attractive with my shaking and stuttering and drooling. Don't forget the drooling.
Oh, don't be daft, Mr. Marshall. Nobody notices any of that when they're with you. So are you going to see her again?
I have. I had lunch with her.
Mr. Marshall, there's something you're not telling me. Did she come on to you? Oh, she did! I don't believe it. I mean, I do believe it, because I've always said you were gorgeous. I'm not surprised she fancied you. I'm shocked she came on to you so soon. My God, she's brave, isn't she? What did she say? Did she make a lunge at you? Oh, don't look at that. So, are you attracted to her?
Well, I don't know. Well, a little. I mean, I felt embarrassed, that's all. I mean, to be honest, I was surprised as you are as to how quickly she voiced her feelings.
Well, she actually voiced her feelings for you. My God, she must have been instantly attracted to you. I don't know, go away for a while and some woman tries to get you into her bed.
Well, I think it's because she drank a little too much wine, was feeling a little... She was feeling... I mean, we both had daughters who lived not... You know, we both had daughters who lived not far away. I mean, she's a kind, generous person. I think she'll make a good friend, especially when you're away.
How quickly you forget me, Mr. Marshall. And I've not even gone yet.
Forget you. Now, apart from Sydney, you're my dearest friend.
So, some woman meets you in the park. After a 2-minute chat, invites you to lunch. Then after lunch, tells you she fancies you and kisses you. Well, she must be some woman.
Anyway, let's talk about you. What news of America? I'd love to hear.
We leave after the review's finished. 2 days later, in fact. Time seems to be flying.
Shall we dance now? I've been practicing.
Let's dance together. Let's do the waltz, I love it.
Ah, the waltz I can do. I've been practicing with Sydney. I like the waltz because it's something I can actually do if I'm pushed around the floor a little.
But you'll have to hold me close. No closer than that. Now straight back, remember?
I'm trying.
Head up.
I'm trying.
But not trying hard enough. Right.
Yeah. I feel a little...
Limp.
No, a little...
Slow.
No, a little...
Daft. Whatever it is, who cares? I'm sorry. Don't worry, I think that's enough for now anyway, don't you? Right, I'd better be off anyway.
Do you have to?
Yeah, I need to go over my lines, learn some songs.
Well, I must say it's been really lovely having you around.
Mr. Marshall, I feel as if I've lost you.
Lost me? Lost me? How? I don't know why you say that. How have you lost me? Am I not putting over how ecstatic I am to see you? Is it my blank, expressionless face?
No, it's not your face. It's a wonderful, distinguished face as ever. No, it's your new companion, who I know, by her impulsive actions, is already a little in love with you. And that scares me witless.
I don't know why that scares you. I don't believe for 1 minute she's the slightest bit in love with me. She's just a friendly neighbour who invited me out of lunch, out of her goodness of her heart to lunch. She drank a little too much red wine, made a sudden pass at me that she'll probably regret.
Mr. Marshall, you might be 62, but you've not learned much about women in that time, have you?
Oh, I would agree with you there. I haven't learned much about women at all, but they're a mystery, but I don't want you to be a mystery. I need to spell it out to you.
Yeah, but I can't spell it out to you, because it'll make me look stupid and childish, and I'll seem like less of a person in your eyes.
No, you will not, I promise you. It's just not possible. Now, there's something I need to say.
Go on then.
I'm frightened of being diminished now.
Do you mean by the Parkinsons?
Yes, by the Parkinsons.
You'll never be diminished, Mr. Marshall, not in my eyes.
Thank you for that. I just don't think. I'm not the man that I used to be. And the future holds so many unknowns.
But it could also hold unlimited possibilities.
Of course. It's just that I imagined growing old with flair and with dignity and eccentricity. I wanted to be one of those older men that people wanted to spend time with because they're fascinating company.
I'm only going to say this once, Mr. Marshall. You will never be invisible or diminished. Parkinson's will never make you anything less than you are right now in this moment. Look, I'm really glad you'll have some female company when I'm away. Really I am, but if I'm honest, our emotions are so complex. I'm jealous. And I know it's stupid and childish and ridiculous because we're just friends, but I am. So there, now you know.
Family aside, nobody can and nobody will ever replace you in my heart as long as I live. I hope you believe that because I mean it with all my heart.
All right, if you say so. Now, I must go.
I don't know, all these women in your life.
I'm ignoring that, Sydney. Shall we play cards?
I'm not playing cards with you anymore. You've got a perfect face for poker now. That fixed expression of yours, I can't tell what you're thinking.
That's cruel, Sydney. Well, it's not poker. It's dogs.
Oh no, not again. You've been up the last time. Mind you, spring is in the air and the sap's rising. Maybe I will. If it helps you, mate, I'm up for it.
I suppose I'll have to be the woman again.
Yes, I'm going to have to push you all around the floor.
Sure. Now, straight back, pulling your core.
Core.
Your abdominal muscles.
Remember?
Yes.
Right back,
Yes.
together.
Yes.
Left back, together.
Yes.
Right back, together.
Yes.
Left to the
Left
side,
to the side,
together.
yes.
Right forward, together.
Yeah.
Left forward.
I got it. Yeah.
Procrastination.
Say that again.
Procrastination. It's a long word. I heard it on Radio 4.
And it means?
I've no idea.
Try this one for size. Propensity.
Oh, bugger off. What does that mean?
It means you have the propensity to say bugger off.
Come on.
Right back, yes, together.
Left back, together.
Yes.
Right back, left
Oh.
to... This is hard work, mate. Let's do something else.
Cards, Sydney.
Good idea. And we'll have a glass of scotch. Here's to life.
To life. Cheers.
Sydney, back here.
Come here, Sue. Come on, Sue.
My granddad. After my granddad. I'd like to thank the Hempstead Players very much for taking this on because it was quite wordy, as you can see, especially poor Benedict, who we didn't realise till yesterday how much of the play is Benedict's words, so it was really difficult. But as I say, they came second in the competition, which I was absolutely thrilled about, and best character actor and best lead actor. Oh, and what did you get?
I got outstanding achievement.
Excellent. Nominated for lead actress.
Yeah,
so
brilliant.
well done. Jim, director, I was really pleased that they took it on because it's quite an unusual subject, Parkinson's, and as I say, it's very wordy. I think they do brilliantly with it. This is for all of you.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's all right. And you know, we'll let you. Yesterday they had to dash off to the finals, but I think you can go and have a drop of scotch now. Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.